5 apps.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm here. I'll try to get through this. That noise behind us is kind of annoying, but we'll get through it. I'm here to talk about iOS 10, guys. I hope everybody has updated to the latest iOS, which you all should. And there are a lot of great new features in it. Too many to cover here, but I will cover a couple that I think are important. The
Tools Travel Navigation folder.
I want to talk about is accessibility. As far as accessibility features, new voiceover features, you now have the ability to download many different voices from many different languages. So especially with the English now, I think we have something like 8 new voices that you can use with yours. I'll give you an example of what I have loaded as mine in my language loader.
Characters, headings, actions, audio nested containers, language.
This one, the guy that I have speaking now, he's Alex. He's the big one. Takes almost a gig of space on your phone just to have this voice on your phone. So make sure that you have plenty of space on your phone before you decide to download it.
English, US.
That's your standard Samantha voice.
English, Australia.
I have an English Australia voice. And each one you can program. You notice that now as I move along, they have different speeds. You can set different speeds for each voice.
English, UK.
And that's a British English voice. Those are the 4 that I choose to use. There are many others. You go into accessibility settings, voiceover and speech and voice, and you'll have all your selections of voices. If it's not loaded on your phone, you'll have a link to download it. And it'll tell you how large the file is, by the way. And very easy to do, and I would suggest you use it because I use different voices for different situations. If I'm outside and I really need to hear clearly, I'll use one of the higher pitched voices. They seem to come through better when I'm outside or in a crowd. And that's it as far as that goes, as far as speech goes with voices. Another great thing that they have added for low vision users is an actual magnifier on your phone now. You have an actual portable magnifier on your phone that you can turn on with a 3-finger tap of your home key. Once you have it, you go into accessibility settings and you turn that magnifier on. It will not be on constantly. It will turn on when you command it to be on with a 3-finger tap of your home key. Now, most people have the 3-finger tap of the home key set to toggle on your voiceover. Once you turn the magnification on, that you want to use the magnifier from time to time, when you do the 3-finger tap of your home key, it now will not just turn voiceover off, it will give you the choice of whether you want to use this for the magnifier or the voiceover. If you choose voiceover, it'll toggle the voiceover on or off. If you choose magnifier, it'll just turn the magnifier on. The magnifier will turn off as soon as you just hit the home key again. It will then deactivate the magnifier. It goes back to just using voiceover normally. And once you turn on the magnifier, you have your many options. You have your magnification level. You can change that by just flicking up and down. You have your color schemes. They actually went in depth in making it a very usable magnifier. Pretty much probably competing with a lot of the magnifiers that you spend $1,000 on right now out there, portable handheld magnifiers. And what's also awesome about it is you can freeze frame something that you magnified, say a document, freeze frame it, you can then save it, send it to yourself as a text, as a document, save it as a note, share it with somebody, send it as a text, email, airdrop, anything you want with it. It's a pretty useful and amazing tool that these guys just keep putting on your phone free of charge, nothing extra. That's why I love Apple so much. They do a lot for us. They basically changed our culture, if you ask me. And that's it for the magnifier. If anybody has more questions about that later on, it's pretty simple. You go into accessibility, turn it on, and try it out. Try the different magnification levels. I'm not a low vision guy, so I can't really go into depth on giving you a demo on it. But it's very simple to turn on, very simple to use. low vision guys, go out and use it with your iPhones, especially if you have the new iPhone, which has a much better camera, faster processor. Things will just move along a lot faster and smoother.
I'd like to add,
Yes.
if you freeze the frame, double tap it, and then you can also increase that size. Yes, just like it.
When you freeze the frame the frame is frozen, you can keep on adjusting the size of that. So let's say you want to read that a little clearer, you want it a little bigger, you want it doesn't have to be so big, you can adjust it bigger or smaller while it's frozen. Okay? Let me just thank the cute lady over there for the first talk.
You know she's cute. All right.
Go ahead, Ann.
Okay. Can you flip the contrast on that 5.2? You have negative
Like that? Good. I think you can invert colors. Yes.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Like I said, go in and play with it. It's on your phone. If you have the latest iOS 10,
Yeah.
it's on your phone.
Works on a 6S?
It works on a 6S.
Okay.
You know, now, of course, you know, the older your phone, you know, probably the slower it'll be a little slower to respond, and so you know, it may take a little longer to focus, things like that. But in general, it works pretty well, from what I heard from the cute lady over there. Anyway, okay, moving on now. What I want to demo next, there are a ton of new features in iOS 10. Like I said, too many to list here. One new feature that they've added that I'm really big on, and I'm so happy that they did it, because I'm big on organization, especially on my devices. I don't like clutter. The more clutter I have, the more stressful my day becomes, the more annoying things are, harder to find things. It's just, I don't like it. In my opinion, the more organized you are, the more productive you are. Okay? So I like my home screen to be organized. When I got my new iPhone, I downloaded all my apps. I had 5 pages of apps by the time I was done. I've now dwindled it down to 1 page of folders. The other page, I have files that I just downloaded recently that are not assigned to folders yet. And for a couple of reasons. One, so I can do a demo here today, and 2, because I haven't gotten to it yet. But in general, I have all my folders on my first page organized in alphabetical order. And inside each folder, I have all the apps that are appropriate. For example, if I did books, I have my KNFB, not KNFB, I have my iBooks in there, I have Bard, I have Audible, but I organize those in alphabetical order as well. Okay, so I may have, like my tools folder has like 13 or 14 apps. I have them all out at the top. The reason I do that, yes, it took me a while to get that all done with all those apps. But I never have to do it again, and when I need to find an app, I know what folder it's in, and I know what it starts with, I can find it easily. And so I'm going to demo how easy that they've made it to do now. Because before, I don't know if anybody has tried moving apps and creating folders, you would have to double tap and hold and maneuver to find exactly where you want it and hope that you find a spot where it'll open the folder and drop it in. And sometimes it'll take you over to the next page and you have to start all over again. It was a real pain, okay? So now I'm going to demo what they've done to make it a lot easier for you.
Retry again.
Go into my home screen.
Of the folder. 10 apps.
I gotta change that word.
Hints. Language. English. English.
Default language, English,
That's
handwriting,
that.
look, containers, audio estimate actions, headings,
I have too much stuff in my word.
visual
Okay.
aids folder, show
All right.
apps,
For
double
example,
tap to
here,
open, actions available.
I'm going to show you how easy it is to move even a folder. I have a folder here that I created before I changed the name. It was called like blindness related apps or something like that. And I didn't like that title, so I just called it visual aids.
Books folder, visual
If
aids
you notice,
folder, Apple folder, 10 apps,
My first folder is
double
called
tap to open,
Apple.
actions available.
Apple because I have everything in alphabetical order. The next one was blind whatever, I change it to visual aids. After that is books.
Visual aids, books folder, business tools folder.
So they all go in alphabetical
Books
order.
folder, visual aids folder.
So now the visual aids, I don't like it there. I need to move it back into its new place because it's going to be in alphabetical order. What I do when I land on the app, instead of double tapping on it or double tapping and holding, I will now flick down.
Heading not found.
Whoops, sorry guys.
Actions. Arrange apps.
Arrange apps. Double tap on that.
Arrange apps.
Now I have two options here. I can activate, which will open the folder,
Move visual aids folder.
or I can move visual aids folder. Double tap.
Choose a destination for visual aids.
Simple. Now I've moved to where I want it.
Books folder, business book fun, health, home, folk, Microsoft music, web product tips, sports, folk, stores, folk time, and date tools folder, travel and navigation, Xfinity folder.
Okay, so I want it out between T and X.
Travel and navigation folder.
I want it.
5 apps.
I want it to go after travel and navigation folder. What I would do is, all I have to do is click down to the various options I have. I'm in an edit mode, by the way. When you start moving folders around, you're in an edit mode. So you want to be careful not to double tap here because you'll erase your folder. So I want to flick down to different choices that I have now.
Cancel movement visual aids.
And cancel the movement.
Place visual aids before travel and navigation folder.
Place it before travel and navigation.
Place visual aids after travel and navigation folder.
Or place it after. And all I have to do is double tap.
Visual aids folder is editing. 4 apps.
It's done.
Travel and navigation visual aids folder is
Now if I go back to
4
the
apps.
top,
Moving visual Apple folder page 2 of 1 of 3 Wi-Fi bars. The final just finish editing.
sorry guys.
Closing Apple folder. Apple folder 10
I
apps.
have Apple folder at the top.
Books folder
And books
3
folder
apps.
right after the
Double tap to open.
visual aids folder was moved to its now proper place. Okay, that's one easy way of doing it. That's very easy, and I love that. Now I'm going to show
Page
you
3 of 3.
how
Actions
to
folder,
move apps
7
to
apps.
create a folder.
Photography folder 2 apps. Games folder add workouts.
Okay, I have
Swipe upward at flashcards.
okay.
Double tap smart metro and get plot. Blindfold crazy eights.
I have a blindfold crazy eights game that I want to move into a games folder that I created. So
Arrange apps.
arrange apps.
Arranging apps.
The first item is move apps, so I'm just going to double tap.
Choose a destination for blindfold crazy eights. And get plot smart metric flashcards. Add workouts. Games folder is editing. 3 apps.
Now all I have to do
Swipe
is
up or
go
down to cancel move. Add blindfold crazy eights to games folder.
double tap.
Added blindfold crazy eights to games.
Done job.
4 apps.
Very easy, nowhere near the pain that it used to be to do that. Okay? You can also now, you can also create folder by just moving an app on top of another app.
Alert. Delete. Add workouts. Deleting is at cancel. Button.
Cancel that.
Cancel. Move extras folder.
So,
Photography games folder is add workouts. Is editing.
so now I want to
Double
take
tap to
my,
delete. Move add workouts.
I'm going
Choose a
to
destination.
move apps workout.
Flashcards, Smart Metro, Outfit Clock, Google Now, Allen Fitness, Dice World, Allen Fitness is editing.
I'm going to put it on top
Swipe
of
up
all
or
in,
down to select.
all in fitness because they're related. They're having to do with working out.
Cancel move of add work, create a new folder with Allen Fitness and add workouts.
I'm going to double tap on that.
Creating health folder, opening health folder, add
Now.
workouts is editing.
It just created a health folder. If I didn't want that title and I wanted to call it an exercise folder, I can
Page 1 of 2, add workout, Allen Fitness, clear text. Button.
clear the text and then change the name to whatever I want. And it'll be created as a new folder with those 2 apps inside of it. That easy, folks. And with that, with this technique, I was able to quickly, efficiently, with no problem at all, no frustration, no pulling my hair out, I was able to go and create and organize my desktop, my home screen, to be very productive, very easy to navigate through, and easy to find my apps. And I hope all of you take advantage of that new feature to keep yourselves organized, because that's one of the big problems we have as blind users is just finding our apps once we have them downloaded on the many pages of hundreds of apps that we have. So hopefully this was a helpful demo to you guys, and if there are any questions, please feel free. any iOS questions at all, if you guys have anything, you have time, and just inform me. So, any new iOS questions or questions about what we talked about just now, feel free to ask.
John Avalon, go ahead.
Okay, with the triple tap, Anthony, you've got with the new magnifier, also with voiceover. If you want to run both of them,
You can.
you can. Okay, explain again, how do you run both of them simultaneously?
Okay. Your voiceover will be on, okay?
Alan Fitness is
Right
editing.
now, I have voiceover on.
Double tap to delete. Swipe.
I'm gonna double tap, I'm gonna triple tap my home key.
Finished editing.
Oops, sorry. Oh, I wasn't out of the editing mode, so here I go now.
App switcher.
Oh,
Phone
sorry.
active.
Sorry, we're working on it, guys.
Health. Heading. Text field. Alert. Accessibility shortcuts. Selected. Voiceover. Button. Magnifier. Button.
Now I'm gonna double tap on magnifier.
Heading not found. Mag.
Okay. It's now
Magnification view. 3.0x. Adjustable.
using the it brought up the
Slide
magnifier
icons to zoom in
screen.
and out. Double tap to focus at that.
My goodness. Okay, it brought up the magnifier screen with all of its features. Okay, and JAWS will be running while that's running as well. I mean, not JAWS, VoiceOver. Sorry guys, VoiceOver will be running. VoiceOver will be running at the same time with it. Now again, it gave me the choice when I hit the triple tap on the home key, do I want to use it for VoiceOver or for the magnifier? So it does not toggle your VoiceOver if you choose the magnifier. You understand?
Okay, so if you cannot, can you assign a double tap now?
No reason to.
Okay.
There's no reason to. Because it